My name is Matt Cooper. I'm from Eugene, Oregon, and this is
Jeremy Meyer, lead singer of Liquid Generation.
And we have come to Seattle, Washington today to see what happens when a 40-year-old man, husband, father of three, rekindles his rock star youth. What kind of expectations do you have today, Jeremy?
Well, I think we're going to win. And, oh wait, this isn't a competition. So.
Liquid Generation rocks!
What happened was apparently this we actually recorded on that label, and the guy who had the label is reforming.
So how long has it been for you guys, for Liquid Generation?
It's been 25 years. 25 years. We played last in Seattle in 1984.
And how much practice have you had for today's presentation?
2 days.
Is this like a midlife crisis thing for you,
oh,
or what?
Yeah, it's beyond that. It's probably end of life crisis.
Celebrating his 22nd wedding anniversary right now.
My name is Randy Nash, and I play the drums. And I relate to Liquid Generation. I formed the band back in 1983.
Tell me about it.
Well, we were one of the local Seattle bands doing garage psychedelic music at the time, and I would relate our sound best to, as far as a common name group, maybe the Rolling Stones with fuzz on it or something.
So what was Liquid Generation like at the height of their ability in 1984?
Well, we were a neo garage, psych punk garage, neo psych, and nobody else was doing that at the time. And at the time, it was Prince, Michael Jackson, and that. And when we came out, nobody listened to us. And in subsequent years, that genre became popular, and now it's not anymore. So we're really hitting it just perfect.
My name's Bob Blackburn. I played rhythm guitar and at Bomb Sites Over America, and Randy worked at Rubato Records. And I used to go to Rubato's all the time, and he said, hey, I got a tape of these guys I'm playing with, and a song called Little Girl by the Syndicate of Sound, and I said, all right, play it for me. So he played it. It's pretty good, and John, who I'd never met before, played guitar on it, and it's just this really wild, out there kind of solo, and they were really into this Pebbles style of 60s sight kind of stuff.
My name is John Brannon, John Sky Brannon, I go by. I play the rhythm and lead guitar, backing vocals. But yeah, it was fun. I mean, at that time I was going to a lot of the punk shows in the early '80s here in Seattle. So, I was into a lot of '60s garage and psychedelic music too. So I mean, it was a little more than just going to the punk shows now.
So from that, they asked me if I wanted to play with them. I said, yeah, sure. So I joined the band. I was living with a bass player, John Conrad, out in Redmond, and he had some bass equipment. We needed a bass player. I asked John, and John was way more into other, like heavy metal and all kinds of other styles of music. He thought this was more like a joke, to be honest with you.
My name's John Conrad, and I play the bass. And I came to be part of Liquid Generation through Bob, through a bunch of other friends, and looking for a bass player. Kind of wanted to do a little bit of a garage
And
band.
what kind of sound did Liquid Generation have back in the 80s?
Grungy, dirty, distorted, out of tune, total garage sound.
And how successful was the band at the peak of its power?
Successful as far as playing or financially?
You tell me.
Well, I would say that we were not successfully financially. But
Let me ask you, how far did Liquid Generation get?
Not very far at all.
Well, how big did they get?
Not big at all. We played a total of maybe 10 shows in Seattle. We were really ignored. I mean, this is kind of a dream come true. Every time Randy and I had talked over the last 10, 12 years, it's always two things. One, God, we should play together again sometime. And two is like, I always say, we have to find Jeremy. We did not know where Jeremy was. We tracked him down over the internet about a month ago. He lives in Denver. He wrote for the Denver Post. He said, I'm not going to come out there. I've got a couple little girls. I can't do it. The reaction to a column that he wrote in the paper was so great. Some people, I think, helped to pay for him to come out. 2 days ago, all 5 of us were in the rehearsal room for the first time in 25 years.
I was not going to do that and leave my wife with 3 kids, so I wrote a column. I'm a newspaper reporter. I wrote a column about how I'm not going to do it. A lot of people emailed me and said I should do it. You only live once. So I ended up bringing my 3-year-old daughter with me to alleviate some of the strain at home. So she'll be here pretty soon. But it feels kind of good, huh? Did you have fun with Papa and I?
So who do we have here?
Julia, can you say hi?
Hi, Julia.
She's a really big girl. She's in a bar. What?
Is this the boss?
Boss.
Hi.
Can you say hi, Dr. Dyer?
How are you?
Hi, Dr. Dyer.
Are you excited to hear your dad sing? Was it any fun? It might be kind of loud.
What kind of expectations do you have for this reunion of a band that hasn't been together for 25 years?
You know, they're really pretty high.
Any expectations for today?
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to knock them out in 30 minutes and have a hell of a time.
I think they're going to be really loud and cover up, whatever you haven't done for 25 years.
That's good, right?
Yeah. And I forgot earplugs.